St. Patrick's Day one-liners jokes, St. Patrick's Day jokes. What do you get when you cross poison ivy with a four-leaf clover? A rash of good luck. What do you get when you do the Irish jig at McDonald's? A shamrock shake. Why can't you borrow money from a leprechaun? Because they're always a little short. Why don't you iron four-leaf clovers? Because you don't want to press your luck. I went out drinking on St. Patrick's Day, so I took a bus home that may not be a big deal to you, but I've never driven a bus before. Q. What's Irish and stays out all night? A. Patio furniture. Q. How is a best friend like a four-leaf clover? A. Because they are hard to find and lucky to have. Q. What do ghosts drink on St. Patrick's Day? A. Booze. Q. Why wasn't Jesus born in Ireland? A. He couldn't find 3 wise men or a virgin. Q. How do you blind an Irish woman? A. You put a bottle of scotch in front of her. Q. How can you tell if an Irishman is having a good time? A. He's doubling over with laughter. Q. What do you get when you cross a pillowcase with a stone? A. A shamrock. Q. Why do people wear shamrocks on street? Patrick's Day. A. Regular rocks are too heavy. Q. Why do leprechauns have pots o' gold? A. They like to go first class. Q. How does every Irish joke start? A. By looking over your shoulder. Q. What has 8 arms and an IQ of 60? A. 4 girlfriends drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Q. How did the Irish jig get started? A. Too much to drink and not enough restrooms. Q. Why doesn't Simon Cowell drink on St. Patrick's Day? A. It interferes with his suffering. Q. Why did God invent Jameson whiskey? A. So the Irish would never rule the world. Q. What do you call an Irishman who knows how to control his wife? A. A bachelor. Q. What's the main difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral? A. One less drunk at the party. Q. Why don't women want to get engaged on St. Patrick's Day? A. 'Cause they don't want to get a shamrock. Q. What would you get if you crossed Christmas with Street Patrick's Day? A. Street. O claws. Q. Are people jealous of the Irish? A. Sure, they're green with envy. Q. What would you get if you crossed Quasimodo with an Irish football player? A. The halfback of Notre Dame. Q. Why did the leprechaun stand on the potato? A. To keep from falling in the stew. Q. How do you start the St. Patrick's Day parade in the ghetto? A. Roll a 40 down the street. Q. Do leprechauns make good secretaries? A. Sure, they're great at shorthand. Q. What's long and green and has a low IQ? A. A street Patrick's Day parade. Q. How did the leprechaun beat the Irishman to the pot of gold? A. He took a shortcut. Q. What is Irish diplomacy? A. It's the ability to tell a man to go to hell, so that he will look forward to making the trip. Q. What do leprechauns love to barbecue? A. Short ribs. Q. Why are leprechauns so hard to get along with? A. Because they're very short-tempered. I married an Irishman on street Patrick's Day. Oh, really? No, O'Reilly. Q. What do you call a cubic zirconia in Ireland? A. A shamrock. Q. Why do frogs like street Patrick's Day? A. Because they're always wearing green. Q. How did the Irish jig get started? A. Too much to drink and not enough restrooms. Q. When is an Irish potato not an Irish potato? A. When it's a French fry. Q. What does it mean when you find a horseshoe? A. Some poor horse is going barefoot. Q. Why did the elephant wear his green sneakers instead of his red ones? A. the red ones were in the wash. Q. Why is a river rich? A. Because it has two banks. Q. What does a leprechaun call a happy man wearing green? A. A jolly green giant. Knock knock. Who's there? Irish. Irish who? Irish you a happy street. Patrick's Day. Q. What do bullshitters like most about street? Patrick's Day. A. The Blarney Stone. Q. Why do leprechauns giggle when they play soccer? A. Cause the grass tickles their balls. Q. Why did Street Patrick drive all the snakes out of Ireland? A. He couldn't afford plane fare. Q. What do the Irish dream about? A. Celebrating Street Patrick's Day with his gang of leprechauns. Q. Have you ever heard of the six-leaf clover? A. I haven't either. Q. Why do leprechauns hide behind four-leaf clovers and not three-leaf clovers? A. They need all the luck they can get. Q. What happens when a leprechaun falls into a river? A. He gets wet. Q. What do perverted leprechauns drink on street Patrick's Day? A. Mount and Dew. Q. What do you call a diseased Irish criminal? A. A leprechaun. I named my PP Guinness. Ye can see e's engine out. And when he saw ye with his eye, he went from pale to stout. Touch my lucky charms and I will choke your little leprechaun. Drink green beer on St. Patrick's Day. It counts as a vegetable. If you thought Valentine's Day was for all the kissing, you haven't met an Irish woman yet. Raise your hand if you are 1% Irish today. There is more friendship in a half pint of whiskey than in a churn of buttermilk. If you're lucky enough to be Irish, you're lucky enough. I'm not going to wear green today, but I am wearing blue pants and a yellow shirt, so pretty much the same thing. My wife made me a green hamburger today to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I asked her how she colored it and she said she didn't know what I was talking about. Never iron a for-lover because you don't want to press your luck. If you live with younger siblings at home, wearing green on street Patrick's Day is crucial for survival. Asterisk Street Patrick's Day toasts asterisk. Here's to a long life and a merry one. A quick death and an easy one. A pretty girl and an honest one. A cold beer and another one. May your wishes come true and your truth be wise. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Leprechauns, castles, good luck and laughter. Lullabies, dreams and love ever after. 1,000 welcomes when anyone comes. That's the Irish for you. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow. And may trouble avoid you wherever you go. May your glass be ever full. May the roof over your head be always strong. And may you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. With Irish accent, if liquor were a pond and I were a duck I'd swim to the bottom and never come up. But liquor is not a pond and I am not a duck, so tip your cup and let's get fucked up. St. Patrick's Day pickup lines. Are you from Ireland? 'Cause when I look at you my penis is Dublin. You look magically delicious, and I just happen to be a serial adulterer. Tip-o the Trojan to yet. If you don't sleep with me, the leprechauns have already won. How'd you like to help put the Irish Spring back into me shillelagh? Well, lass, we're the only ones still standing. How about it? Lassie, it's your ancestral duty to drive the snake out of my pants. You've already had 6 Guinness drafts. Brilliant. I don't have 4 leaves, but if you pluck me, I'll give you luck. Well, you caught me, lassie. Now I can grant ya one wish, as long as it involves tongue. St. Patrick's Day bar jokes. Sausage. Paddy and Sean are planning to go out on St. Patrick's Day, but only have 50 cents between them. Paddy has an idea. He takes the 50 cents of Sean, goes to a butcher's and buys a sausage. Sean is really pissed off at first that Paddy spent their last money on a sausage, but Paddy lets him in on his plan. We are going into the next pub, order 2 pints, drink them and win it. Comes to paying, you go down on your knees, unzip my trousers, pull the sausage out and start sucking on it. So, they go into the first pub and do exactly as Paddy suggested. The barmaid is disgusted by the sight and kicks the 2 out. Paddy says, "See, it works, we didn't pay, did we?" As Paddy's plan seems to be working, they carry on doing it. In the 12th pub, both are quite drunk by now. Sean isn't looking too good. They have just finished their pints. "Sean, I can't do this anymore, Paddy, my bloody knees are hurting as fuck." "Paddy, no worries, I lost that bloody sausage in the 3rd pub." Irish priest. An Irish priest is driving down to New York and gets stopped for speeding in Connecticut. The state trooper smells alcohol on the priest's breath and then sees an empty wine bottle on the floor of the car. He says, "Sir, have you been drinking?" "Just water," says the priest. The trooper says, "Then why do I smell wine?" The priest looks at the bottle and says, "Good Lord! He's done it again."